Welcome back to Hannity. There are new developments tonight regarding the disturbing murder of an Australian student, Christopher Lane, in Oklahoma last Friday. Prosecutors have charged James Francis Edwards and Chancey Allen Luna, ages 15 and 16, as adults with the first-degree murder of Lane, and they are being held without bond. 17-year-old Michael Jones, who allegedly drove the car carrying the other suspects, was charged with being an accessory to the murder, and his bail was set at $1 million. Investigators say the teens were fighting boredom when they saw Lane jogging by, and they got in a car and followed him until one of the boys, 16-year-old Chancey Allen Luna, was close enough to fire a single fatal shot at Lane. Take a listen to the 911 call from a passerby who saw Lane fall over after the shooting.
There's a young man, he's just fell over in the ditch and he's got blood on him. He's got on blue pants with white stripe and a gray shirt, and he's got blood on his back.
Okay, is he in the roadway or is he in the ditch?
No, he's in the ditch. The man that's come around the corner off of Twilight Beach says he's been shot.
Do what?
Tell him to hurry. He's turning blue, he said.
All right. Is he breathing? Is he conscious? Is he talking to you? What's it?
He's not conscious. Is he still breathing? Barely.
He's unconscious, barely breathing.
Well, he said they're on their way.
Officials are now calling this vicious murder a, quote, thrill kill after one of the suspects told police, quote, "We were bored and didn't have anything to do, so we decided to kill somebody." Police say Lane, an Australian student, was visiting Duncan, Oklahoma, where his girlfriend lives, and they came to the United States because he loved baseball. Here with reaction now to this heartbreaking and horrible story, our former LAPD detective Mark Furhman and former DC homicide detective Rod Wheeler. Gentlemen, great to see you.
Hi, Monica.
Hi. Mark, let me begin with you, Mark. This is pure, unadulterated evil. As far as I'm concerned. How rare is this kind of thing where the motive to a homicide is apparently simply boredom?
Well, I think it's extremely rare, but let's not use the thrill kill and the boredom. The essence of this murder is simply one thing. It's a hate crime, and it's probably a hate crime based on his race as he ran by. I wish I could hear the conversation between these three idiots about just exactly what the conversation was before they got in the car, the conversation in the car, the conversation post-shooting, just what was said, and then we get a little bit better window.
We don't know that. They are certainly thugs. They're certainly allegedly murderers here in cold blood. But we don't know if there's a racial element to this case. Rod, what we do know so far is that at least one of these thugs has spewed some anti-white racist comments and tweets. We do know at least one of them is allegedly tied to the Crips gang. One of them was photographed with a rifle. So based on what you know so far, this looks like a purely, clearly premeditated murder, right?
You know, it does,
well,
Monica, but there's something else that we know.
Hold on, Mark. Let Rod respond. Go ahead, Rod.
I'm sorry, Monica, there's some additional information that we know that just came out today. I'm not sure if you heard about this, but apparently one of these three individuals had posted on his Facebook page a day or two before the shooting that two people would drop the next day. Bang, bang is exactly what the guy posted on his Facebook page. So now the police right now are looking at whether or not this was in fact a premeditated murder. Also, we have to look at the fact that these guys had this .22 caliber gun available, readily available, and not only that, something else is very significant in this case. They had almost 50 rounds of ammunition. You know what the police actually made a statement and said today? They believe that these guys was going to go on a shooting spree, and thankfully the police were able to catch these guys before they actually murdered other people, Monica.
Mark, so you've got 15, 16-year-old thugs who have access to these kinds of weapons, this kind of ammo, maybe associated with the Crips gang, going out on a murder spree. We have clear intent. We've got a record now in terms of social media that they intended to go out and do something like this. So this looks like a pretty airtight case.
Well, I think it is an airtight case, but